All right, what is going on, everybody? Brian back with another live stream. And yes, if you guys watched Undead Labs stream yesterday, they just dropped the PTR build for the new Infestation and Siege system. So if you guys don't know what it is, I'll give you a quick rundown. They are completely... Well, I wouldn't say completely reworking, but it's pretty much completely reworked. The Infestation and Siege system. They're kind of trying to make the Infestations work hand in hand with plague hearts and with base sieges. It's all kind of intertwined now, which is cool, because before the Infestations were on their own. Like, even though, and I used to have people in the chat ask me all the time, hey, you know, if you have too many Infestations on your map, what does it affect? I personally thought that Infestations affected the severity of base sieges and all this other stuff, ambient spawns around the map. Realistically, Infestations didn't affect anything except morale. So they went ahead and they reworked the system, and it works kind of like this. Infestations now start from a plague heart. A plague heart will send out a horde, and you can literally track this horde on the map. You can see it leave the plague heart, you can see where the horde is going, and you can track its movements, you can intercept it, you can do whatever. But it says, you know, this it'll pretty much spit out a horde. That horde will make its way to whatever building and infest it. Then that infestation will grow. That infestation will send out hordes to go infest other buildings. You can see where they go. But now what happens is the infestations, they grow towards your base. And what ends up happening is once they get within a certain region, like a certain area of your base, they start sending hordes towards your base. And what that does is it triggers a siege as soon as the infestation gets to your base. It starts a base siege like normal. So the cool thing is now if you are very proactive with this, you can intercept all of this stuff. You can stop an infestation from even happening. Or if you don't pay attention at all, it can really, really get out of hand. So we're going to dive into this. I'm just going to start a fresh game. And I just kind of want to test the system. I want to just sit back, chill with you guys. I want to see how fast it ramps, because that is what I'm interested in seeing, is how fast does this happen? I watched Jeffrey Card last night, and he turned it up to 100%, like percent faster than what it is, and it was really, really quick. And my worry is it's going to be too slow. Realistically, so we're gonna have to see, because I personally feel that it's going to be too slow. Oh, let me see. I can get rid of this. All right, so we're gonna skip tutorial now. For this, let's go to Drucker County. I feel like I haven't been to Drucker County in a really long time. So all in all, I think it's gonna be awesome. Now, just so you guys know, difficulty does not affect anything with the infestations, except the fact that it'll have a blood screamer if you're in the higher difficulties compared to the lower ones that don't have blood screamers. But yeah, there's no difficulty ramp that like affects the infestation. It's like, oh, if you're on lethal, it goes faster. They said they haven't done that, that it's just across the board the same. So yeah, let me... Yeah, guys, my display capture does that like for the past couple days. I don't know. It's so weird. It's so weird. All right, there we go. It's so weird. All right, so let me just roll some randos here. Yeah, I'll get me a medic. That's cool. Chemist. You go for a cook or a mechanic, realistically. Either one would be... Alright, this chick has high lung capacity. Yeah, we'll go with her. We'll go with her and we'll just train her to be whatever we want her to be. So how is everybody doing tonight? Yeah, for some reason, guys, my display capture that I have on OBS, when it just like freezes on Zomboid. It's so weird.
Whose turn is it to find more fuel?
Not me. Last time I almost got ripped apart by a feral.
I have a better idea. We could settle down here instead of moving on.
CMD, what's going on?
Looks better than the last couple of towns we came through.
All right, we'll skip this chit chat. Plague Pharaoh sometimes spawns down in this little lake thing, so you gotta be careful. All right, let's see. Food and meds. Beautiful start. Beautiful start.
It's time for us to find new digs.
So I am, like I said, my main thing that I really like about this change is
This wandering is getting exhausting.
it does. It adds depth. It adds something more for you to do and plan around. Adds more map strategy, outpost placements. Now, this feature is not complete, guys. This is still in early development, this feature. We get to test it very, very early. And they said that, you know, they're still thinking about ways to implement other things into this feature, such as outpost traps. Again, being able to strategically place outposts at certain intersections or something like that. That way, when the zombies get close to your outpost, they get hit with the outpost traps, kind of like SOD1. Hey, Ask a Willen, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? There's a ton of other things that they're thinking about adding to this. So this feature could really, really become something big, and that's why they want people like us, you know, to get in here and do some testing, and so we can start giving our feedback on what we think.
Welcome to the family, son.
With the 19, look at the wife with the 19 months. Make sure you're subscribed and like, hey. Guys, 19 months. I can't even believe I've had members for 19 months. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm on lethal. Yeah, I went ahead and I'll show you guys. I just put it on just lethal. It's all good. And Nukem Gaming, I seen that you became a channel member before I started, man. Thank you so much for that, and welcome to the family. John Rogers. Thank you for the super chat, man. Was hoping you'd be covering the new system. Yes, for sure, man. Would not miss it for anything. All right, so let's just get in this base really quick. I want to get the ball rolling so infestations and stuff start spawning.
Got here and getting to it.
Now, infestations are no longer on timers, so you don't have to worry about the timing thing at all anymore. They just happen. Play cards just make them happen. Nathaniel with the super chat. That sounds like a horde. Thank you so much. Thank you for to the Survivor fam and as well you, Brian. Hey, dude, I really appreciate that.
This ain't so bad. I've sure lived in worse.
All right, we got quite a few zombies down in here. Hit it, dude.
Score one for me.
Whatever, bro.
Run or fight. Run or fight.
All right, so quite a few zombies already coming in just on the initial base takeover. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, we're on Trucker. We are on Trucker County. It's been a while since I've been on this map, so I figured I'd jump on it, make it feel a little fresh, you know? Courtney, I'm super excited too. Like I said, I'm curious. I'm scared that it's gonna that's going to go too slow, though. That's all I'm worried about.
Our first priority has to be gathering materials.
All right.
We need them to improve this place.
So these people all have rucksacks on them. Let's just grab these.
Investigate a new area out there?
Jonathan, dude, with the super chat, man.
I'll just drop these new supplies.
Now that
in the
the
rest.
SOD Yoast feature was brought back, we can have all the features brought back, i.e. he's running for supplies. Jonathan, hey, that's what I'm talking about. I was actually talking about that yesterday in the Undead Labs Discord with a couple other people, that it's really, really nice to see them bring some of the best parts of State of Decay 1 and some of the map control features that that game had that this one really lost. State of Decay 1 had a lot more strategic aspects to it when it came to like map control and things like that. Very, very subtle, but it was there, you know, and it is nice to see some of that being brought back with this feature. And like I said, we're just at the beginning of it. I really am excited to see what this feature will become in the end, because I say it has a lot of potential. So do you have to start a new game? So right now, Sean, this is only in beta. I don't know if you have to start a new game. I started a new game just because I wanted to, you know what I mean? And I don't really have any existing beta communities. But with a feature like this, I don't see why you would have to. I'm pretty sure if you don't have any play carts on the map, it might make it a little weird because the infestations now originate from play carts.
I'll be back.
And the team is actually still trying to figure out how do they want to work that. Because right now, infestations start at a play cart and then they move. Once you kill all the play carts, that origination source for the infestation is going to be gone. And they said what they're thinking is to have the infestations then originate from map exits. So what will happen is instead of having, you know, a horde spawn from a play card up here and make its way in an infested building, an infestations will start coming in from outside territories into your territory, and they're going to try to infest. I think that's a brilliant idea. Metal, what is up, dude? B. David, man, how have you been?
I guess this doesn't suck.
Yeah. Shed's already preloaded. Okay, let's go down here, check the shed right next door. I'm gonna go down to the city there. There's a gun store. I just kind of want to get my hands on a ranged weapon really quick. What map do I find the easiest to play on? I'd probably say Providence Ridge. It's probably the easiest map.
Seems quiet enough now.
Yeah, and exactly, Adam. The infestations were always so random. You never knew when they were going to come. You never knew what they were doing, why they were coming, or anything. So there's a lot of transparency here in this system.
It's gonna get.
So as of right now, no, the infestations don't become play carts, but they originate from play carts. So the play carts are trying, that's how play carts are trying to now spread their influence across the map. They have plague territory, but now they also send out zombie hordes because the plague heart is supposed to be an intelligent enemy, the plague that we're taking on. And that is how the plague spreads its influence. What map would I say is the hardest? I would probably have to say density-wise and overall difficulty would probably be Trumbull Valley. But Trumbull Valley is also not the hardest map just due to the other features that map possesses. But outside of Trumbull Valley, I'd probably say
Either a workshop or an infirmary.
a lot of people say Drucker County is really hard, but I think Meager Valley is probably one of the harder ones just due to the fact that there's no materials on that map. So let me go grab my car really quick. But I would say probably Trumbull Valley. When will this beta be released for everybody? Nathaniel, again with the super chat, man. Thank you so much. This beta is released for everybody right now. As long as you own the game on Steam. Undead Labs only does their betas through Steam. So if you have Steam, you can hop on and play it right now. Pedro, it's time to spread my love for Brazil. All the love, dude, for Brazil, man. How you doing today? Yeah, so that's the thing is now it's kind of like a push and shove. You're pushing against the blood plague, but instead of the plague hearts just sitting there doing nothing, they're now pushing back. So it's a back and forth. Man, dude, Nathaniel with the super chat, man, that is huge. He said, "Bet, bye." Hey, man, enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. Yes, it is available right now for everybody to download on Steam if you guys want to take part. Get the testing. Let us know, not us, but let everybody, Undead Labs know what you want to see different, because, or things that they could like. We're here to make this feature as good as it can be. But Nathaniel, again, man, with that huge super chat, bro, I appreciate that, man. I'm trying to catch up with you on Fallout 4 playthroughs. So. B. David, man. Yeah, we just started Nuka World, too. I'm loving me some Fallout, man. I'm excited to check out the other games, too. Yeah, Bad Whiskey. I had it through the Microsoft Store too. That was how I had my original version of State of Decay, actually. We gotta watch out for the bloater spawns now. I have no doors, so he should be trying to jump onto my on my hood or my trunk, but he just didn't. Instead, yeah, we played Far Harbor. Far Harbor was awesome. Birdie, what's up, man? All right, I gotta find a repair kits before I can really start driving the thing around. Let me grab a new survivor really quick. With a bigger backpack. How big is your backpack? 6. You got a smaller backpack. My man's in here cleaning the counter.
You got this.
All right, we're good. Higher level infestation. So now what happens is, what used to happen is when an infestation would hit max level, it kind of just sat there. But now, like when they hit max level, they don't grow any bigger, but they just start reproducing. You know what I mean? And so if you got a bunch of max level infestations on your map, they're gonna start spreading like wildfire. So you definitely got to stay on top of them. Like I said, this added a lot of urgency to making sure you stay on top of your infestations. You got to clean them count. Yeah. So far, looks pretty damn clear. Got a little more fuel. So that's our location we're trying to get to. As you guys can see, man, there's quite a few screamers already. It's only in the beta through Steam right now, Bad Whiskey. Let's see if we can all around avoid that screamer right now until I get a gun. I wouldn't mind a crossbow. A crossbow would be an amazing first weapon for the game to give me. But Drucker County is one of the harder maps to try to get an early game crossbow in.
Searching leads to find.
But man, there's not like any plague territory around here. It's actually kind of easy. This playthrough, we're not doing anything special. I'm just playing. Yeah, I'm just playing the game. No challengers or weird stuff. We're just here to test out the new feature. No. So this isn't even a part of an update right now, Courtney. That was some confusion that happened yesterday when Undead Labs was explaining it. Is this update that we're testing right now, or this feature that we're testing right now, is not the new update that's coming to State of Decay 2. That's something completely different. This is something that they want to put in the game, but they want us to start testing it now so they can make it better when it does come out, updates in the future. They said this might not even be in the next update or two. So, you know, the things they were talking about the end game stuff, the possible legacy changes. This is something completely different, guys. So don't sit here and think that, oh, this is what we've been waiting for. No, this is something that is completely separate from what we've been waiting for. Come on. There we go. So we got a sawn-off shotgun. Nice sidearm. It's okay. I'll take it. Would prefer something else, but it'll get the job done. Okay, we got more shoddy shells. So that worked out really well for me, actually. Found a shotgun, and we're actually getting a decent amount of shells.
We can breathe. No more Zeds in sight.
Some 9mm rounds. Yeah, it definitely is going to be loud. I won't fire it unless I have to. You know what I mean? I don't see why I would have to this early on in the game, but you never know. Crown Prince asks, are they adding a breakdown mode for State of Decay 2? So, that is another question. I keep seeing a lot of stuff about breakdown in State of Decay 2. And a lot of people talking about a possible breakdown mode or asking if we're going to get breakdown. This is my question to you guys. Because State of Decay 2 was built on the sole premise of the game was built around the breakdown system. Like that was Undead Labs knew that breakdown system was what gave State of Decay 1 so much life. So they built State of Decay 2 around that system. Now, granted, like breakdown was a lot different, but what do you mean by a breakdown system in State of Decay 2? Because State of Decay 2 pretty much is breakdown, but in my opinion, it's just better. Now, the only difference between State of Decay 2 and breakdown is breakdown was on the same map over and over and over again, and every time you beat the level, there was just more zombies and the game, there was more zombies and less loot, and they hit harder. That was literally the only thing that changed, and you would unlock hero characters. Now, State of Decay State of Decay 2 does not have that hero character system built in at all, but I think Undead Labs is going to be doing something with the legacy survivors to kind of like make it be kind of like that hero system. I don't know, but where you can have a set characters that you can recruit. But other than that, what would this game do? Would just every time you kill the play cards, it would just get harder? You got to think, Lethal Zone is already hard. Like only 1% of the people in the world that play this game play lethal and can actually beat it. So what would the point of making the game harder be? You know what I mean? Nobody, your average people won't even be able to play it. They might make it to like lethal +1 or lethal +2, and then that's it. Like even I would just hit a wall. So adding breakdown a type system to this game doesn't make any sense. That's why anytime I see people ask about it, I'm like, it's already in sense breakdown because you can play it forever, but instead of going to the same map over and over again, I can leave and go to different maps and go to different maps and go to different maps. The only thing is the difficulty doesn't scale. Because, and now, like I said, once I feel like they flesh out the end game systems, I feel that it will have more of a breakdown feel to it that I think will satisfy a lot of players. But I just want to, like, does anybody, like, I'm not arguing the case at all. I just want to know, does anybody in chat name something that Breakdown had that SOD2 doesn't have? Now, think about that question carefully. I'm not talking about name something that State of Decay 1 had that Breakdown has, or that name something Breakdown specifically had that State of Decay 2 doesn't have. Because I think when people are asking for Breakdown in State of Decay 2, what they really want is State of Decay 1 in State of Decay 2. You know what I mean? No, there's only one play card per house. Yeah, the word breakdown. That's Jim, so that is something that Undead Labs, yes, that is something Undead Labs is already talking about doing with the current game system. Yep. See, Breakdown didn't have stories though. Like, and that's the thing is, State of Decay 1 had stories. Breakdown doesn't. Yes, Eldridge, that is the main system that I liked about Breakdown was the heroes. The hero system was amazing. So that is the one thing I give Breakdown that they had, but outside of that, there was nothing else that I can think of at least. All right, so I'm going to claim this food place as an outpost. We have not got to see the new system yet, DMC. We're literally just starting the map. I'm actually about to go drop, you know, I need to get a repair kit. That's what I need so I can drive my damn car around without worrying about blowing it up. You know, I'll just grab it anyways and just drive careful. Yeah, now we're waiting for infestations. Like, I'm like, come on, infestations, do your thing. But the thing is, I haven't really revealed any of the maps, so that's what we're gonna do. Is we're gonna drive around, reveal the map. That way we can see the hordes moving around on the map. I didn't find a repair kit, right? Nope. Yes, Darkside is back up and running. Yep, Z messaged me about that this morning. Oh, we're in lethal zone, Dracos. Yeah, just testing in lethal. We're not doing any challenges or anything, so I shouldn't have any issues. So Stephen Wolf says breakdown in higher levels changed the way the game played by increasing the amount of specific zombie types. Specific types of infected in one playthrough would have a lot of screamers or a lot of bloaters compared to other zombies. Now, and I could see where something like that would be cool, you know, but at a certain point, like, I don't know, if you're a person that's good at the game, like super high levels of playing the game, I don't care if every zombie on the map is a bloater. It doesn't matter to me. You know what I mean? The only thing it's going to make is like how I drive. So I could see, but I still consider that arbitrary difficulty. I don't consider that like, I don't know. I would rather see difficulty come from other sources other than just like numbers tuning. All right, so let's get these guys some plague samples. And that's the thing is breakdown got boring really quick for me. After about like 4 or 5 levels, I was just like, okay, I'm over it.
Infect their whole environment. It's kind of fascinating. Or you could just destroy the plague heart itself to get a bunch of samples. That's more dangerous. Some advice? Raid your supply locker for the best gear before starting this.
Well, I'm not.
Helping out like this is a good way to make friends.
Let's see what they got for sale. Repair kit. So they got mollies. I'm actually gonna buy those from them. And
we could use allies out here.
now my thing is when we do get our first infestation, I'm not gonna kill it. Because I can't risk it going away. Lifeline was so good. I would love to see Lifeline in State of Decay 2. Okay, so now we're gonna go hunt down some recon points. Okay, so we're in plague territory now.
Probably plague zombies too.
There we go. Plague heart. Yeah, knew it. So I'm gonna take a
Better keep an eye out for plague zombies.
couple minutes here. We're gonna get try to get some plague samples from these guys on top of get me a freaking repair kit, man.
Take a look at what I just delivered.
I'm spit. Fire in the hole! Almost out of here.
I'll just molly these dudes. I'm not gonna mess around with it. There it is. We should be able to get 2 plague samples from all of this, but yes, there it is. Dracos, dude. Hope you had fun, Brian. Long-term community got ganked. Oh my god, 800. Dracos, that is rough, dude.
Okay, finally finished.
How the hell did that happen? Alright, so I'm not even here to hurt the plague heart in any way, shape, or form.
Welcome to the family, son.
Hey, Metal with the 9 months, man. 30K around the corner, 50K next up. I got promoted at work. Hey, man, to full... Brian should get promoted to full-time YouTube, man. We're trying, dude. We're trying. I've been trying to put in as many hours as I physically can. But I really do appreciate the 9 months, Metal, for real, dude. All right, come on. We got this, guys. We got this.
Nothing from nothing.
Nope. Yes, I think this new feature has tons of potential. Sad, so that's what they're working on, man. Yeah, that's what this change here is supposed to be, fixing them infestations, man. Nice, got a car. So I seen somebody ask, why do I park my car up against buildings? It's so, if I need to make an escape and I have to jump in my car and leave, zombies won't jump on the hood. Because if your car's up against something, zombies can't get on your hood and they can't destroy your car. So, parking your car up against something like this just makes it so I can just back up and leave without something blowing my damn car up. JV Serrano with the sub. I appreciate it, man. All right, there should be one more container in here somewhere. Probably here. Yep.
Time to move on.
Damn, Dracos. That's crazy, man. Yeah, they added it on their little dev menu there, but we don't have access to that. So let's go back. I thought about hitting this military checkpoint on the way back too. I got a little bit of inventory. So we'll try to see if we can get our hands on maybe another gun or something like that. Team Majors, dude, that is too much, man. Seriously, bro? Thank you so much, man. When are you supposed to be at work again? I hope whenever you decide it doesn't change your streams. Personally, stay healthy. What game is tonight? We're going to be playing The Witcher tonight. And Ice Bear with the sub. Welcome, man. Thank you so much. D Majors. So I don't know exactly what I'm planning. I planned on trying to go back to work in February. Because obviously I don't know. It's just hard, man. It's like we're like right on the fence of like saying like screw it. Should we try and just push and see if we can go full time? I just don't have enough channel members to really have that warm and fuzzy that, you know, I'm gonna be able to pay my mortgage every month. So that's the scariest part about it, you know, is I got 3 kids, a wife, a house, dogs, electric bills, mortgage payments, car payments, stuff like that. And, you know, to take a risk like that, it's scary. It's scary as a father, as a provider. It really is scary because I could make that decision and it could end up being a really bad decision, and it could put my family in a bad way. You know what I mean? So it's like, is it worth the risk? OnlyFans is the way. Gary, what's up, man?
We found worse, I suppose.
I got a crossbow out of this this military checkpoint right here, and a pistol. It was legend. The crossbow we got is a little meh. It's the hunting crossbow that so we're gonna lose bolts like nobody's business, but got to get that foot pick money. I don't think I'd get any picks for my feet. My Afghanistan stomping ground feet. Okay, so we don't have to sweat it too much. We got an enclave here that can help us. Too slow, bro. I was trying to see if there's anything I wanted to sell these guys, but there really isn't, so.
With these plague samples,
500 influence right here.
Sure blood plague if one of us gets infected. We're happy to share the recipe if you need it.
Hey, thanks.
Hang in there.
But yeah, so the thought has been floating around, you know, the whole full-time discussion. But like I said, it's one of those things.
Hey, you listening? We could use more building materials around here.
Sure thing.
Okay, so we now have that starter mission done. That means infestations should start spawning.
Headshot! Headshot!
Let's get this outpost fired up. Now, another thing
Worth sticking around for.
Another thing, guys, that has changed with infestations, which really spices them up. All right, so not only do the infestations, if you don't pay attention to them, not only do they spread like wildfire, and I think the cap is at 25 infestations, guys. You can have up to 25 infestations on your map, which is insanity. All right, so think about this. Not only can the infestations spread, but they can, and they create base sieges now. They can also take over your outposts. So, say, I had an infestation here and it spit out a horde, and now the infestation's making its way down to your base. Say I had an outpost here, that infestation could target my outpost, and what happens is they can go and infest your outposts. Your safe zone goes away. You no longer you claim the locker. You lose all benefits from that outpost, such as, like, say it was a power outpost, your base will no longer have power until you go and clear it out. Now, once you clear it out, you don't have to pay for it again, but once you clear it out, boom, the outpost reactivates. So you got to make sure that you're paying attention, because yeah, the zombies can come and take your damn outpost from you. So let's go and
Prep is finished and we're ready to rumble. That said, I can see how we might improve.
get that in there. Yeah, we'll just empty all our stuff. So I'm gonna just keep the handgun on me right now. We don't need to really worry about the shotgun or anything else. Yeah, so now you can just kill like a lot of the ambient hordes that we were seeing around the map. Like, now some of them will make sense. Like, going horde hunting like you did in SOD1 is a thing again. You know what I mean? Like, instead of like going and just randomly killing random hordes of zombies, you can now go target hordes that are going to create infestations, or, you know what I mean? Because the infestation travels. Like, if this horde produced an infestation, you would literally be able to see the infestation come out, and you'd be able to watch it just walk wherever it's intending on going. So you can go and intercept them at any point in time. So we're going to go and do some scouting. This cell tower will give us really good vantage. And Neon, that is something that they're talking about adding to this feature. They were talking about the possibility of bringing outpost traps back, but they have to look into it and see, like, technically what that's going to require.
Swing on by when you get a chance.
Okay, so we could do Rashid's personal goal. If this is a trader, I might as well bring some stuff to trade. And I'll drop these rucksacks off. Yeah, so I think if they bring the outpost mines back, that'd be so cool. Whoops, wrong button. I meant to hit W and I hit E. It just jumped out the window. All right, so we're gonna go see what this trader wants, and then we're gonna go ahead and claim or start scouting the area, because I want to be able to see the map when. Now, and that also makes scouting important, guys. Like scouting the map, because you want to be able to track all of these hordes moving around the map. But if you haven't revealed the map area, I don't think you can see the hordes.
I wonder if this is what hell feels like.
What's a full-blown enclave? Okay, so we just got to trade for any resource ruck. Whoops.
How's it going?
Bye now.
Okay, so they got food and materials. Oh, they got a repair kit too. Whoops, I did not want to sell my damn bullets. Let's see here. What do we have back at base? We could use the materials for sure, and probably the food. Chris Smith, man, with the super chat. Congrats on 28.8 subscribers. Keep up all the brilliant stream videos coming. Hey, man, I really do appreciate that. Chris, thank you so much. And Chris Napier with the sub. Welcome.
Can we work a trade?
Sure.
All right, so I'm going to grab, shit, I might grab both bags of materials, to be honest with you
We made
guys.
good partners. I think they'll give us better prices in the future. And trade is the key to our survival.
Are we sure about this idea?
It could be another guy, because if they settle, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it could be faster in congested areas for sure. Because the faster the infestation goes, it gets to its destination, you know what I mean? Yeah, I could definitely see that getting pretty bad.
Hey, hun, you're welcome to come in.
So you know what? Let me grab that other bag of food.
Are you willing to barter?
Of course.
I don't want to completely dump all my influence right now, so we'll just take our time. Start down here. Why not? We'll just do a lap. So generally when I'm playing, within the first like 35, 40 minutes, I usually get my first infestation. But with this new system, I don't know, I don't have anything to base it off of, because the infestations are usually like on some kind of timer, which they're no longer on.
I'm spent. And I'm out. Finish what you started.
Darkness shit out right now. Okay, we got one sample, so we got to be careful, because we actually don't have any capabilities of clearing blood plague right now. So if we get infected, that person's going to be straight laid out. Like cold-blooded, Matthew. I'm trying, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be more savage in the upcoming episodes. The savagery is something I gotta build up to it. You know what I mean?
Another plague heart. I'm sure of it.
Damn, there's a lot of plague hearts in this area.
Okay, nothing more to see here.
Okay, so I don't know. I'm pretty sure all of the plague hearts can produce infestations. You know what I mean? I don't think there's like. Because Jeffrey showed it, and when he went down to Prescott, because he was in one side of Providence Ridge, and he was only kind of paying attention there, but then when he zoomed out and went to another part of the map, it was super infested also. So I feel like this is something that can happen all over the map. See, like right now, I wasn't all the way up against that building, and that zombie was able to jump on my car, but that's the reason why I park up against stuff, because if not, about 10 of those zombies would have jumped on my hood. Give a new player a quick summary on how to switch maps. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll give you 1 sec. All right, so if you want to switch maps, at any point in time, make sure all of your vehicles are parked in your parking spots, because when you leave your map, any vehicle that's not in a parking spot will be left behind. But all of your resources, all of your outposts, all of your guns, everything that you have will come with you. So you don't have to worry about that stuff. You don't have to load up your cars or load up your people or anything like that. All of that stuff comes with you when you leave. Your outposts are automatically refunded. You don't have to worry about like going and un-outposting all the buildings to get. Hold on 1 second. Okay, an infestation horde has been spotted and is visible on the map.
Clear for now, but it's not safe with a plague heart this close.
Where? Okay, so there's a plague heart over here that this infestation just left, and now it says right to it, this infestation is headed towards the construction site, which could be, I think, one of these buildings up here, honestly. And wow, look at it, yo, it's really moving along there, isn't it? All right, so let me get to a safe spot so I can explain how to leave maps. So once all your cars are in your parking spots and you're ready, legitimately all you have to do is you get in your car and you drive to one of these map exits. And once you get to that map exit, the game's gonna pause. A screen's gonna pop up that looks. I don't know if I can actually create that screen here. But it's gonna ask you where you want to go. It's gonna say, hey, what map do you want to leave to? You pick whatever map you want. You pick your difficulties and stuff, and then you'll leave. And then when you get to your new the new map, you're gonna start off in the starter base.
Looks like it's been picked.
But you'll have all your influence and stuff. You'll have all your people. All you got to do is go clear out some plague hearts, and you can go move into whatever base you want. All right. So as you guys see, we got our first infestation horde that was produced. Now we don't have any infestations yet. We only have the infestation horde. That's how. And like I said, they all start from plague hearts. So right now, if I wanted to, wow, this is a tall ass tower. I could go intercept that horde. Now you don't need level 2 command center anymore, I thought. Oh, yeah, you do. Okay, so you need a level 2 command center. I thought they changed that, but you don't have to do the region scouting anymore. That's what they got rid of. So this building here, you have to upgrade to level 2. Once you upgrade this to level 2, it will open up these map exits, and you can leave. I forgot. I thought they removed that, but then I remembered they removed the.
I'm sure.
They removed the whatchamacallit. You used to have to actually do like a 20-minute like function to be able to leave. But you don't have to do that anymore. Okay, so as you guys see here, that's a 10-gallon hat. I believe this horde is going to go up to one of these areas. Now we're gonna take a minute here and we're gonna watch what this does, because this is the new system. Like I said, there's a plague heart over here somewhere that we haven't revealed yet that spit out this infestation horde, right? And it's moved its way to the road, and it's going to a construction site. Now this is new. Yep.
So they spit out a horde.
The plague hearts do, yep.
Then they just walk over to a house. A new bit.
Yep. Hey, hey, no problem, man. Yeah, you were just watching it. So, like I said, and the cool thing is, if you don't want this to happen, you can intercept it. Now, the reason why I like that, because before there was no way to play against infestations. There was no way to prevent them from happening. It just happened. You went and cleared them out. This gives a very proactive player a chance to just never have infestations on their map. Or you can, like, if you really stayed on top of this system, you could completely prevent infestations from ever happening. Every time a plague heart spits one out, you just go jump on it, and you can literally prevent it from happening.
So you stop
Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know, as the game ramps up, are multiple hordes coming out? I don't know. We're still trying to figure that out, but Does a flag pop up if... Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, so you can mark the horde. And it moves. Chris, dude. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. Hey, everybody is doing good, man. Everybody is definitely doing good. I taught my son how to play SOD2 a little bit. But he just doesn't like the game like that. He likes Fortnite. Yes, Lamarck, that's exactly what happens now, man. Is the hordes now, like, once they infest enough buildings and get closer to your base, they start... That's how sieges work no more. Now, the random sieges that happen every 45 minutes, those no longer happen. All right? Now your base is attacked by the wandering hordes, just like in State of Decay 1. Exactly. And as you guys can see, yeah, so it's definitely coming up here. Oh no, we want it. We're testing it, but we want to make sure that it works.
Right there.
It's only going after one of the buildings, but the crappy thing is there's plague hearts in this vicinity. So once this settles, I'm actually going to go and try. We're going to get on this 10-gallon hat. We're going to reveal this area. Tris, hey, man. With the super chat, finally made it to a stream. How are you doing, man? Because it's plague territory. That means there's plague hearts. Oh, you're talking about the map?
Yeah.
Just means there's a lot of zombies in that area. Pandaren said he thought the horde was going to miss a turn. Yo, I did too for a second, but they were really making sure they took a wide turn. But Tris, hey, I really do appreciate that super chat, man. We're killing it, guys. Over 100. We got 184 likes on the stream already. That's awesome. You guys are legitimately amazing. Yeah, this bottom one. So it's almost there. Now, like I said, we did not intercept this horde. And now it's about to infest this building. And it should have one little blip. Boom. So, an infestation has now been created. All right. So, now what's happening is you guys see on here, there's one little blip. And now you can actually see what level the infestation is just by looking at your map. You know what I mean? I could say, okay, that's a level 1 infestation because it has one little circle. And if it has 3 circles, oh, okay, so we see that. And now the infestations actually produce a little timer that goes in a circle around the infestation. Once that circle once it makes a complete circle, the infestation will do one of two things. It will get bigger, or it will send another horde out to infest another location. So I want to see how long is this going to take. And from the looks of it, it actually kind of looks like it's already filling in pretty quick. Or am I just tripping?
I read.
Where? What?
Am I just?
No, that little dot? Yeah, it's new.
No, the green.
Yeah, that's a new symbol. They just changed it. You'd say about 15 to 30 minutes, you think? Yeah, it's hard to tell because I would say I would say at least 15, 20 minutes for that thing to make a full circle at the rate it's going now. Would you say? Maybe 45. So you think a half a day? I don't know. That's already pretty far. Because a full day in State of Decay is hour and a half. You got 45 minutes a day, 45 minutes a night. And I don't know. It could be. Let's give it a couple minutes. Let's our guy here is getting tired anyways. What do we need back at base? Materials. I got 2 bags.
I just need a second to catch my breath.
Actually, wouldn't mind looting this place out. I can get another bag of materials and a bag of fuel. There's quite a few zombies around here, though. Plague territory is no joke right now, actually. And I could see this area getting really, really nasty, really, really fast, and my guy's super tired.
Okay. Good find. I better keep an eye out for plague zombies.
Yep, and the Pharaoh's closing in, so... Probably be best if we just leave. So that didn't take very long. So I'd say from the start of the game to when we got our first infestation, I think it all depends on how fast you do that first mission. But I would say all in all, it was what? 45 minutes? Probably about half a day in game. Now it's just a matter of trying to see how long it takes another plague heart to spit out another horde. Because right now we're waiting on that infestation to do something, but just because that infestation is there with a timer, I don't think that means that the plague hearts just stop spitting out hordes. But we're going to go around. We're going to continue doing some more scouting, too.
Man,
I had this aunt who lived somewhere around here and fancied herself a survivalist.
So
I wonder if she made it this long.
the one cool, predictable thing that I just realized as soon as I came into my base and that popped up, I was like, oh shit, is a base siege about to start? Is with this new system, there's no more random ass base sieges. You don't have to worry about that anymore. You can now, yeah. So that does look like it'll probably be like a good 45 minutes. I would say. Okay. So it's not, I would say it's definitely not too fast by any means. We're going to hit the cell tower down here once we swap characters. Definitely, I'm not going to say it's too fast. Like I said, my worry is it's going to be too slow.
Maybe I should get started on that.
But you got to think, if as long as the other plague hearts are still spitting out things and we're not only waiting on this one infestation to do something, you know what I mean? Like if we only were waiting on this one infestation to do something and add increase the infestation count, I would say that's way too slow. But as long as these other hordes are potentially getting ready to spit out hordes themselves, then I feel like that timer would be okay. Okay, we only got a 6 slot backpack. That kind of sucks. Let's see here. We'll grab some snacks, some healing, and we'll go with this.
peace eternal, asshole.
All right. So let's get down to this. Like I said, I'm trying to open up a lot on the map so we can see some of the places of origin that some of these hordes will be coming from. I don't mind driving across the southern part of Drucker. It's pretty easy to traverse. So you squish a zombie in midair like that. Also, last time I did this, I had a Jeep, so it was a lot better than this car.
Okay, no Zeds around, but we can't secure the place with a plague heart close by.
Days Gone is a very good game. I wouldn't say it's a good replacement. All in all, Days Gone is a must-play for any person who loves zombie survival games. Days Gone is a must. That game is truly amazing. It's very unique. Dread, that's a good point. Yeah, Trail Beast definitely is a necessity for this map. It makes traversing it a lot easier. Even the Trouble 4x4, that's a pretty good one for here.
Fucking hate plague hearts. Okay, nothing more to see here.
Alright, so must be a plague heart in this house right here. Because there's no way that this would be in plague territory because I would be able to see the plague heart. Since we just scouted it, but I think it's hidden or something. So the new system, if you're on Undead Labs official Discord on their public test ROM channel.
The prices are high, but the selection is huge. Maybe we should check it out.
They posted like the unofficial patch notes, and if you come into the beta itself, there's like a little breakdown, but they haven't dropped any patch notes or anything because it's not a patch. It's not like an update.
A bloater! Almost out. Bloater cloud.
Oh, good hit. Chris, man, would ever play Days Gone or Last of Us? I don't know if I'd play them again on the channel because both of those games I've played twice on my channel. The Last of Us. No, put it this way: if The Last of Us comes to PC, I'll play it again probably. But other than that, probably not. No, just because I've already played both of them twice.
Welcome to the family, son.
Hey, Damo, man, with the 2 months. Thank you so much. I think there's one right here, right? Yep, there's one. But Chris, I do appreciate that super chat, man. Right, so we're running a little low on fuel. I think we should have enough gas to be able to make this loop that I want to do. Slowly drive by and reveal these things. Whoops. There we go. Got another play cart right there. All right, so we're gonna go with a 10 gallon, or what, 10,000 gallon hat. Now, our original infestation horde came from this area, so that's what I'm trying to spot right now. Is I'm trying to spot the plague heart that it came from, which should be right down here near this military tent. That's what it looked like, at least from my end. Yeah, so we've already seen one. Yeah, the infestation horde, I believe, was 1 zombie, or 1 screamer, 9 zombies. That was the actual traveling horde size. Screamer. No, we won't be doing Fallout tonight. We're going to be playing some Witcher 3 tonight. Okay, where's the scout point for this? I've never actually... Oh, you just stand up here anywhere.
Fucking hate plague hearts. That place could make a handy.
Okay, so that plague heart was not the area that spawned the horde. That one right there was, I guarantee it. Yep, so that horde... This one right here was where the this infestation started.
Welcome to the family, son.
Malkus with the membership, man. Welcome to the family, dude. Oh, yeah, that's a re-up, man. That is a big re-up right there. So I appreciate the re-up, man. Seriously, I appreciate it. Hold on 1 second. I seen somebody saying something about the Zomboid server needing a restart. I can click one button and have it scheduled 1 in 10 minutes. All right, server will restart in 10 minutes, guys, the Zomboid server. So this is almost halfway. We still haven't had another plague heart spit out a horde yet.
Anyone free over there? We could use some help.
Okay, nothing more to see here.
Now, it's a weird balance, guys, because we got to think about it. Like, there's so many things to do in State of Decay, you know what I mean, that right now, because we're specifically looking for the infestation system, we're kind of like, man, it's kind of slow. But you also don't want it to be too much, because then it just becomes like State of Decay 2 is just going to become Infestation whack-a-mole. You know what I mean? You're not really going to have time for anything else because you're constantly going to have to be out there whacking infestations. I think that this system is being built... I think the people that would be punished the most by this system are people who just ignore infestations completely. You know what I mean?
If that feral tackles me, I'm toast.
Ooh, I gotta be careful I don't have any stamina items. Should have thought about that before I picked that fight. See how they can't jump on my hood?
We didn't need it.
Now, if I wasn't parked up against something, my car would have been destroyed right there. That'd have been it. We would have been SOL. We're up to 200, almost 250 likes. Guys, thank you so much. Now, we just got to be careful with the fights that we pick here because I don't have any stamina items, so... Melissa, what is going on? Melgus
Around, but we can't
with a
secure
2-month message that had problems with the card. Now you're back. Hey man, it's all good, dude. It is all good. I appreciate it again, man. Thank you. Just wondering, would it be cool if the timer completed a turn? Yo, so Melgus, hold on. Let me get to the top here so we're safe. So what you're saying is if an infestation. I think I got an idea, right? Because I've heard that request so much where people are like, if you leave an infestation for too long, an infestation should become a play card. And you hear that a lot. Like I've heard it a lot. So with the new timer system that they have going around we got a lot of 9mm. What you're saying is, once this hits, let's say, a level 3, you got the 3 dots, right? And after, say it starts another timer. Well, a level 3 right now will start a timer, but every time it hits the timer, it sends out another horde. What Malgus is saying is, should there be another timer, maybe a secondary timer for this, like a red one that goes around here, and once... that one goes really slow. Like, say that one takes like 5 in-game days or something like that to go around. You know what I mean? But once it does, that infestation turns into a play cart. The only issue I could see with that is performance. I've played on the Hearts of Darkness mod, and trust me, like it can get really, really nasty performance-wise.
always wanted to drive one of those.
Oh, nice.
Looks like another plague heart.
Yeah, full map of plague hearts. So the one thing I'm curious, because right now I don't know if Undead Labs is taking this consideration. I was actually going to ask Jeffrey Card about it when I caught him again, but this new system is amazing, and I think it's really, really cool. But what a Raven HD, man, with the super chat. How am I doing today? I'm doing amazing, dude. So the thing I'm thinking here is when the new player on-ramp takes place, right? The game explains to you what an infestation is, and it sends you to kill one in the Providence Ridge new player on-ramp. I don't know if they've taken that into consideration. Are they going to change that on-ramp and somehow explain this new system? Or because, you know what I mean? Like, they have the beginning of the game saying one thing. So I just hope that they took into consideration that the game is programmed one way in the tutorial. And I just hope they haven't overlooked that tutorial, because I could see where that could become an issue. Mike says, why the 200 Plague Heart mod work fine with it? No, Mike, I'm saying I won't have performance issues. People on PC won't have performance issues. It's all the people on the older hardware, the Xbox One, the Xbox One X or S, you know what I mean? Those are the people that are going to have issues with performance. The Dark Side. Yeah, I seen Dark Side was finished. I don't know if I'm gonna play right now. I'm not gonna be playing it. I got way too many games that we got to get around to. I won't be playing it anytime soon, but we might one day. I'm gonna go hit this. We got to get gas though before I can hit this. Yeah, I've already heard of people having issues, you know, especially people on the older hardware are already having issues with how much they've added to the game. Sorry if you guys can hear my dog barking. We only got one more. So it's been a while, guys. And I still have not seen another Plague Heart spit out a Infestation Horde. Now, I don't know if that's directly tied to my standing. The speed in which this happens might be tied to standing. And right now my standing's very low. You know what I mean? It's the beginning of the game. I don't expect it to. So I'm wondering if you have a higher level of standing, if these things will be spitting, more stuff will be spitting out hordes at any given time. All right, so we're gonna get her on bed rest. Take out Liz here.
Yep.
So I still don't have enough materials to do what I wanted to do. I wanted to start building a workshop, but while we're hitting this place, I'm gonna look for a materials spot. Yeah, so we're going to look right now. So, it's a little over halfway right now. So, for this to be... I feel like there just needs to be more overlap. You know what I mean? But that might, like I said, be tied to standing. And what I mean by
Welcome to the family, son.
B. David, man. Guys, let's take a second really quick, right? To look at my man B. David, right? Member for 13 months. An elite survivor. Hearts in the chat, guys. Dude, that I can't believe that, man. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, man. B. David, you're thank you, man. You're honestly a great friend, top supporter, man. That's amazing. Seriously. So I'm not gonna do that right now. Just trying to think. I think there might be materials in a shed down here, but there was quite a few zombies down there. I don't really want to put myself at risk going there on foot or anything like. Oh wait, there's a house over here that we could hit really quick. So Warden, it won't only spit one out at max level. From what I was told, it will choose. It's RNG whether the infestation is going to choose to grow or spit out another horde. But when it's at max level, it will always spit out a horde. Yeah, Big, we actually just did a State of the K3 podcast about a month ago, man. If you want to go check that out, I give my thoughts and, you know, things I would like to see and talk to you guys and ask you guys what you would want to see. And it was a lot of fun, actually. I had a lot of fun doing that. Oh, when is the next Metro Exodus stream? Ooh, we're doing The Witcher tonight. We played Horizon last night. So we might be doing Metro tomorrow, actually. I just got to look at the list. But yeah, I think we might be doing Metro tomorrow. And we might also be doing some Fallout. We'll see. Some Nuka World. Yeah, so the regular sieges are now completely gone. The only thing that can cause sieges now is the infestation system. Which at this point, early game, you're not going to see sieges like hardly ever.
Well, looky here.
Eric, so this is a beta community. This is on the beta branch of the game, so none of my communities are attached to this, the beta branch. So this is a new community. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, you'll still get... now, once the infestation horde gets to your base and it triggers the siege, it's just like a normal State of Decay siege, you know what I mean? The 1 minute, blah, blah, blah. And I believe the difficulty is still determined... Right now in the beta, the difficulty of the siege is still determined by the amount of noise your community's making. Now, they're looking into possibly changing that to be the... I think they said that it would ramp up depending on the amount of infestations you have on your map. The only problem with them doing that is they would make the noise system completely pointless. And there's a lot of stuff in the game that's built around that noise system because the threat system is legit. Its only purpose is to determine how big sieges will be. So if they made it so sieges were now determined by some outside source, then the whole threat thing, watchtowers, all that stuff would be all completely pointless. So Artemy, I see what you're saying there, like about them infesting. The thing, man, is we watched the Infestation spawn. You have so much time to know if one of your outposts are going to get taken. That I don't think that it's going to make the game that much harder. Yeah. So, the devs right now, I don't know if any of them will ever watch this, but this is my take on the Haven device. A lot of people are not even using the Haven device because they don't like the fact that the Haven device negates sieges completely. 100% shuts sieges off. They never happen. I don't feel like the Haven device needs to do that. You know what I mean? Like the fact that the Haven device destroys any zombie within 10 seconds of entering my safe zone is enough for me. And it kills multiple zombies at a time. So they could completely remove the fact that the Haven device 100% negates sieges and just allow the Haven device to help you against the zombies. I feel like that would, like right now, because the Haven device negates zombie sieges completely, my Haven device never has to do anything. It just sits there because no zombies are ever coming to my base. So I feel that if they just get rid of the fact that it completely negates sieges, 100% negates them, and just allow the Haven device to assist you in the sieges that might happen, I feel that that would be plenty balanced in my opinion. Yes, there is a warning. Well, it does. Yeah. So what happens is when an infestation is spawned, you can check and see where that infestation is going, and it will tell you if it's going to one of your outposts. Yes. Let me see. What can we get out of this little spot right here? Ooh, materials and possibly meds. And that was my thing about the I removed my Haven device for a while there because I wanted sieges. I wanted the influence. You know what I mean? And so I actually uninstalled my Haven device because I was like, dude, I actually kind of want some sieges to happen. The end game is already easy enough, you know what I mean? Like,
you said you'd take care of it.
Danny, what's going on? How are you feeling? It's getting late over there for you guys.
Worthless. I guess this doesn't suck.
Right, there we go. So I was able to get myself a little bit more materials, which is awesome. Well, yeah, I mean, you can move to certain bases that have like bells. Like Meager Valley, Whitney Field, or the church there in, not Meager Valley, Cascade, or yeah, it's Meager Valley, Whitney Field, Cascade Hills, the church base. They have bells that you could ring. It's like a function. You go to the facility and you can trigger a base siege. And now once you have your Haven device on, you literally just trigger a base siege. It happens. You auto win because of the Haven device kills everything. And you can literally do that over and over and over again. I actually put out a video on how to farm influence using that method. So this is almost made a circle around. I feel like once we get down here and reveal this area, that should be done. And we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure it's just going to grow. So Harrison, if you're struggling with parts, man, you got to make sure that you're not a weapon hoarder. Okay? Because most people that I've met, right, that are hurting on parts are generally weapon hoarders. And what that means is your supply locker is just full of guns and melee weapons that you're not using. And my thing is, if you're not going to use the melee weapon, or you know what I mean, just scrap it. You don't need 85,000 guns, you know what I mean? Like, So just scrap the ones you know you're not going to really use and get those parts. You know what I mean? Feel about a new Infestation / Siege slider so people can choose. Artemy, what do you mean, to make it go faster or slower? Because Artemy, I promise, man, the way the system is set up right now, especially if you're not playing on Lethal or Nightmare, if anything, the game just got easier for you. It straight up got easier. This system is very, very... I think it makes it easy on lower difficulties, especially if you're on top of your infestations. So if you're worrying about the game like having a crazy difficulty spike because of this feature, this is not that feature, man. I can tell you right now, nothing about this is easier or harder. All around, it makes infestations predictable and preventable. Gives more agency to you as a player. But now if you're talking about adding a slider to like make it go faster or slower, yeah, I agree. I would like to see that. Because I would like this to be going faster, me personally. Firebird man, what is going on?
Seems quiet enough, but that won't last with the plague heart basically next door.
How do you get this map? This is Drucker County. Everybody has this map. Yeah, it's Drucker.
I see a plague heart over there.
So this little city area of the map, this is one of the more I think it's the most
Keep that place in
urban
mind for
part
when we
of
need
the
an
map.
outpost.
Not that many plague hearts though.
Oh yeah. Now tell me that still runs.
There we go. I haven't done this much scouting in so long.
Yep, nothing more to see here.
All right, so we'll swing down and clip those three, and then we'll drive up the center of this. We should be able to scout most of that with our car. The only issue is fuel. So I might actually go into this fire station real quick, see if I can get some gas. So it's definitely taking forever right now for this. Hey, Surf and Destroy, thank you so much for the sub, man. I do appreciate that. And welcome. I'm glad you're enjoying the channel, man. So this should be going off here soon. But none of the other plague hearts on the map have done anything yet. None of those have spawned a horde yet. The first horde would attack. The first horde, my first horde, this is what my first horde did. It left this plague heart, right? It came up and then walked into here and made an infestation. Now, are they saying that the first horde from the infestation will attack? That'll be pretty interesting to see if the first horde that this thing produces, instead of it growing or spreading, it's like, no, we're attacking. That would be interesting to see. That would be really, really interesting to see. Hold on. Gotta be careful though, because these damn fire stations, they produce a lot. They can spit out quite a few zombies. We're almost at 300 likes, guys. Thank you so much. Ooh, I don't have a gun on me? I didn't grab my gun out my... How would you feel about a 10-second cooldown being applied for base sieges after moving too far away from base? This currently happens in current missions. You lose 3 ammo or something. I see, Anthony. I do agree with that. That they do need to do something about the whole like being able to leave your base during an infestation. And the devs actually said something about that. That they want there to be more severe consequences for a player. Right now, like Jeffrey Card said it, that the answer to a game system should never be the player just not doing anything. And that's how it is right now, is there's moments where you just don't do anything for an infestation and you just spend some ammo and boom, the infestation's gone. It seems like they want to get rid of that system and go with something else that's going to have more consequences. So if they do that, that's when we're going to see people that are going to stop cheesing infestations and just allowing your people to, clear. I agree completely, Anthony. I would like to see something put in place that prevents that really makes it so a player wants to be there to defend the siege, or something bad can happen. Now, I'm not talking like I don't want my people to randomly be killed and shit like that, because that was something that State of Decay 1 did that I didn't like. I know some people were fans of that system. I hated the fact that my survivors could go out randomly without me saying so. They could just go out and get lost and do all this other shit. And it was so annoying because it's like, I want to swap to this person, but now they're missing. And I'm like, well, where the hell are they? You know what I mean? And why did they go out in the first place? Like, so that system to me was really, really frustrating. And the fact that like people could just like randomly die and I have no control over it is also very, very frustrating. You know what I mean? So it's like a give and take. You know what I mean? Is my axe from a mod? No. This axe that I have, that's just a carpenter hatchet. See, I get the realism, like it is realistic, but say you have your favorite character and they just go off on a random mission and get killed and you didn't even know they left. You're just like, dude, what the fuck? Like it would be, that shit's frustrating, man. Like I don't like non-player deaths. Like in a game like State of Decay that has permadeath, you know what I mean? I don't want to permanently lose a character because of RNG. That to me, that's not a good game system. To permanently lose a character based off RNG, like that's not fun in any way, shape, or form. I don't care how realistic it is. That's bullshit. You know what I mean? The random roll of the dice and oh yeah, your favorite character just got killed because, and there's nothing you can say or do to prevent it. It just happens. I don't like that. You know what I mean? Like, now if it like triggered a mission and I could switch to that person and it was like this huge fight for my life or something like that, that's, you know what I mean? But if it's just 100% RNG, dude, that's just straight bullshit. More, dude, what's going on? From 2K to nearly 30,000. Love seeing the growth, brother. Remember to like and subscribe, you all. Thank you so much for that super chat. Okay, so we didn't get a gas can yet. I think I'm going to go back in. But there was quite a few zombies building up over there. Now what Firebird Man is bringing up there was awesome. where you could choose to send your own survivors out on missions. That was awesome. Being like, hey, go on this supply run, and your survivor would leave the base, physically run somewhere, and gather resources and come back. And then sometimes they would get pinned down by zombies and you would have to go rescue them. That shit is cool. I like that because me as a player, I chose for that to happen. You know what I mean? The game didn't just pick it for me RNG style. So that I can get behind 100%. But just random shit? No. Hell no, dude. The AI is already bad enough, man. Neon says it was tied to infestations and morale, and that's what he won.
Hello out there. I have some goodies to trade.
Oh,
Trumbull Valley.
Alexis. I liked that, Scott, a lot. How hard it was to maintain vehicles in SOD1. That shit was legit, man. Like, you had to actually park them in parking spots, and they would be repaired over time. Okay, so an infestation horde has just been spotted and is visible on the map. I guarantee it's ours up here. No, it's not. Awesome. So, all right, so they do overlap, guys. We're getting some overlap now. I don't know where this one came from because there's nothing over here. So I have no clue. But we have another infestation that came out down here, and this one up here is about to do something. So there is a little bit of overlap. Now, where's this one going? This one is going to a utility shed. It might be that shed right there that I can't see. Or it might be... It might be this. No, it's a water pump. No, so it has to... Yeah, I think it's this one right here. Right next to this base, because that's where it's aiming, and all of these are revealed and none of them say utility shed. So, as you guys can see, the size of the infestation hordes are one zombie, or one screamer, 9 zombies. Trying to see what the hell this damn horde is doing. It like walked up the road and now it's coming back down. It's like, yeah, I don't know where I want to go. But I think this might be, but I think this shed is a part of the base actually. So maybe it is one of these sheds down here. Yeah, because it would be pointing up if that was the case. Yeah, so it's coming down here somewhere. Maybe to this shed. Spacious garage. All right, so this one's about to... Something's about to happen here. Infestation severity 1. All right, let's see. There. So it just upgraded. This one didn't spit out anything. It literally just upgraded. Now it has 2 blips. And now it's 2 zombies, or 2 screamers, 8 zombies. And now we'll wait and see what happens. But yeah, now this one is going to be moving down to a utility shed. So we're going to see what that... It's the shed next to the lookout point right here. Oh, shit, it is, yeah. Yo, that horde is moving so fast. Those zombies are full sprint, man. There it is. So that one's going to infest there. All right. So yeah, now we got another one. So that is how it's working. Now I'm trying to see if they're... That was about a day. Legit. like a day for something else to spit out another one. So Whiffy says, SOD caps out in difficulty, but you keep getting stronger as you find more gear. Breakdown kept getting harder and engaged with the player longer. This is why the end of the SOD is lacking. I completely agree with you in that sense. But with you got to remember that Lethal Zone, if you start as a player on Standard Zone, right, you can increase the difficulty. If the end game starts getting stale, you can bump up your combat difficulty at any point in a playthrough. There's nothing stopping you. Now, if you're a Lethal Zone player, yes, you cap out. You can't go any higher than lethal. But you're talking, out of the millions of players in State of Decay, less than 5% of the people play Nightmare Zone. Less than 5%. Less than 1% of the players play Lethal Zone. And among that 1% of players that play Lethal Zone, only a small percentage of them can even beat Lethal Zone. So the fact, like, if you think about, out of all the people that played Breakdown, we were looking into this. Out of all the people that played Breakdown, there was only a
Welcome to the family, son.
real Aaron, dude, with the membership. Hey, man, with the re-up. Thank you so much. Out of all those people that played Breakdown, there was only a small percentage, maybe a handful of people that could even play above Breakdown level 30 or 40. You know what I mean? So for them to build a game system, why would they build a game system that would only be for like a couple hundred people in the world that would even be able to play on lethal plus 2 or 3? You know what I mean? At that point, the game just, it would be impossible. You know what I mean? Like even Darkside, the mod skirts the edge of like balance. You know what I mean? Like that at any point you can, any harder, it's impossible. You know, you just can't beat it. There's not enough resources in the game for you to, not resource, but there's not enough stuff in the game for you to combat. It's just too many zombies, too much damage. And that's how I look at Breakdown, is it gets to a point where it's just impossible. You know what I mean? Or for most people. So it's like, yes, it engages players, but I don't think what's like my personal opinion is I don't think State of Decay 2 needs Breakdown style stuff to make the end game more interesting. They just need something to make the end game more interesting, but Breakdown isn't the answer. In my opinion, a Breakdown style system isn't what this game needs. We just need more. We need them to flesh out the end game. We need them to give end game communities more things to do, more like other systems that complicate the game and make it harder for end game communities to thrive and to build and do things like that. I think all around the game needs to change to make that end game more interesting, but adding Breakdown to it, like just more zombies, more damage, less resources, and just keep stacking that on top of each other isn't particularly interesting. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it'll be fun for the first couple times you do it, but then it's just like, okay, what's next? You know what I mean?
Maybe I should think twice about asking you for help again.
Okay, so that one's building up, that one's building up. So yeah, once you got multiple infestations doing things, what would I like to see added to the end game? I want to see them completely but I want them to make the legacy system completely different. I want to be able to legacy multiple times with the same community. So I could promote a sheriff leader and do the sheriff missions, and then I could promote a warlord leader, do the warlord missions. I can, and be able to just keep that same community going and going and going. So that's how I want to see the legacy system. I don't like that you have to end the game. You know what I mean? And completely finish that community, just the legacy, and get your boons. I want to be able to unlock my boons and then keep going. You know what I mean? So I think that would be a good change. I want them to add legacy survivor recruitment. I would like to see all around just new systems that complicate the end game
I sure hope the air ain't contagious around here.
Because once the plague hearts are dead, and there's no more zombies, I want there to be some type of like incentive to moving to a new area and clearing out more plague hearts. You know what I mean? Or an incentive to staying on your map and just not leaving. You know what I mean? Right now, there just really isn't anything. You just legacy and then beat the game. I would like to see like more human on human conflict, like in that end game. I think that'd be cool. Once you dealt with the zombie threat, like there's so many different things they could do to spice up the end game. But end game in any game is a hard, because what ends up happening is players get very, very powerful, and you know, unless you have games that are like looter shooters where a company can just introduce a raid, you know, and just be able to dump new things for end game players to do. This game isn't that kind of game, you know what I mean? So it is harder. Once you get super strong and you get to the end of the game, it's kind of like, okay, now what? You know, things like bandits or shit like that for end game players to like to be able to pursue. I think that'd be cool. I wanted them to honestly flesh out the legacy system more. Like, you know, instead of it just being some arbitrary missions that you play through and eventually beat, I wanted it to be like, I wanted, like, in my brain for the legacy system, like, to be awesome, like amazing. I wanted it to be more of, if I chose a warlord, it would shape the game. Like I would get certain missions that would aim towards warlord stuff. It wouldn't end, you know what I mean? But like for the rest of the game, as I'm a warlord, I would have to do warlord things, you know, and it would just keep going, and you'd keep playing into that warlord play style where I have to go around and, you know, kill more humans and just really play into that. And that just kind of shapes how, or if I want to be a trader leader and I go around and I set up trade networks, but then I keep doing that as the game progresses and you play more into that and you really set up a bunch of different enclaves and you have your trade networks going and whatnot. And the sheriff stuff, you go, like, I would like to see it, instead of just being a set of missions that you play through and beat, it be more of a play style. You know, it becomes more of how the game is played, and you could play it 4 different ways. You can play it as a warlord, and this is how the game is now that you are a warlord. Not, here's your missions, you know, it's, here is a play style. This is what you have to do because you're a warlord leader. This is the missions that you will face. You're going to constantly be fighting human enclaves and stuff like that. I think that playing into that would be, it would be a lot better. I think that would completely flesh out like the legacy system. Yo, connected maps has been something I've been asking for. Mess my car up. There we go. I've been preaching that for a long time, guys. I would love for the maps to be connected. Like, I feel it would add so much more to the game. And what I mean by connected is, especially for a forever community, I feel like that would be such a good system for long-term end game players, is instead of have a player completely uproot and move, exactly, connected maps, just like Metro. So instead of, like, say I'm an end game community, I've survived for 70 days or whatever, I've killed all the plague hearts on my map. What now? What I meant by connected maps is for me to be able to get in my car and drive to these map exits and choose, it would pop up and say, what map do you want to go to? And I say, I want to go to Trumbull Valley, right? And then I can drive. It'll spawn me on Trumbull Valley. Now, my base is still back in Drucker County. But now I can come into Trumbull Valley. I can set outposts. You know what I mean? So I can store loot. And that's where I told Jeffrey Card I wanted to see a system that allowed you to store rucksacks in a level 3 outpost, because right now level 3 outposts are really, really bad. Stick with me, guys. I know this is a lot. But level 3 outposts are really bad. So if you're able to store rucksacks in level 3 outposts, it'd be worth it because they're super expensive. So imagine being able to leave the map, right, as an endgame community, go to Trumbull Valley,
Come help an old man out.
and once I'm in Trumbull, now I can go around and loot. I can set up outposts. I can upgrade it to level 3. And now I can go around that map, do missions on that map. I can loot things and deposit that stuff into my outposts, which will then get transferred back to my main base. And for them to be able to incorporate that and allow players to go to all these different maps, you only have to load one map at a time. You know what I mean? But just have a load screen. Let me drive there. Say, all right, you're going to go to this territory. Boom. Map loads. I'm in my car. Say it uses half your tank of gas to get there. Or maybe you have to spend like 5 fuel resource or something from your base, travel to that location. Now you're there, do a bunch of looting and shit, and then leave. And that way players can go to all of these different maps, kill more plague hearts without having to completely restart. And it would make the game feel huge. You know what I mean? Aiko, what is going on? All right, so let's get this stuff deposited.
We've got a lot of gloomy faces around here.
See, Scott, though, but the OG Xbox, I mean, the OG Xbox can load one map at a time right now. You know what I mean? And it's just a bunch of save data. Now, granted, the one thing Jeffrey Card said about it is your save file would be big. It would increase the size of save files. Man, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I'll have a big save file. And Arteman's saying set up base. No, I mean, like, that would be really, really cool, obviously, to be able to set up bases on multiple different maps. But I wasn't even pushing it that far. Just let me set up outposts and call it good. RNS, hey, man, I appreciate you stopping by, dropping that like, man. All right, so we got the Trumbull Trader. You know what? Let's go check that out real quick. I don't even really know what this trader has. Like I said, we're kind of just taking our time. I'm just honestly waiting to see what happens with this infestation stuff. You know what I mean? And I feel like it would really open the game up a lot if you could set up multiple bases, multiple things, travel to multiple areas. It'd be really nice. I mean, I got some games, you know, that I play right now that have huge save files. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely a trade-off, you know what I mean? And people would be willing to make that trade-off, I guarantee it. Yeah, definitely. Oh, bring trade goods. Yes, 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 for sure. Okay, so how much? Yeah, so we still got some fuel. I do need to hit this medical site right down the road. I'm a little low on meds, and there's a bunch of zombies down there. I actually might go clear that area out. Gatsby got jokes, man. It's pretty small, Biggs. Big, I guarantee the most of the team is probably working on State of Decay 3. And I'm pretty sure for them to interlock all the maps, I guarantee it's probably some insane amount of work that would go into making that happen. Yeah, let me go get let me go clear out them zombies first. I'm gonna grab the resources down here, and then we'll take the car and we'll go over there. So there was a ton of freaks down there. We had a horde. I think we had some screamers, bloaters. Oh, guaranteed Firebird. At least, dude. At least, man. I honestly, I think that the State of Decay 2 team is probably only like 15, maybe 15 people.
Ah, shit, it's a screamer.
All right, so what I need to do is actually get a workshop built. Now, getting a level 2 workshop would be super amazing. We're almost at 350 likes, guys. Thank you so much. I'm super hyped for State of Decay 3. Yeah, like, I don't think there's anybody in the world that's more hyped for it than me. Patchy, what is going on, man? We hit 350. Thank you, guys. Seriously, thank you. Yes, I haven't watched the new trailer yet. I was going to do it on a podcast, but I don't know if it's worth a podcast. Honestly, that's the only problem with those things. It's like I don't want to watch it first, but then if I start up a podcast to talk about it and there's not really anything to talk about, it'll be a little bit annoying. So, but the day before yesterday, I'm definitely looking forward to playing that game this summer. It comes out in June, so I'll definitely be playing it.
Never mind, another.
Chris, again, man, with the super chat, dude. Thank you so much. Need to do that, do a Project Zomboid map. That would be brilliant. Yo, that'd be crazy, man.
Something out there still needs taking.
Right, that one's gonna sprint at me super quick. The ones that lay on their stomach, they stand up really, really fast. So you got to be careful around them. I forgot this place had materials too. Should have brought my car down. But I forgot this place had mats. I don't know. For some reason, I thought it was pre-looted.
Don't just speed off.
Getting some good stuff here. Fuel can would be nice. More execution styles for yeah, that'd definitely be cool. That was the one thing about State of Decay is the executions. I've always been a huge fan of them. So there really wasn't that many zombies down here. Like, wasn't there a horde down here, guys? And a screamer? I mean, I know I smushed some of them with my car, but there was a lot of zombies down here. Austin, with the sub, man. Thank you so much.
Think you're getting up?
So right now, the testing we're doing for infestations, I have not touched an infestation since the game started. I'm just letting them do their thing. So the one thing I can say is if I was trying to be proactive, the infestation system would be pretty easy. I'd be able to just keep wiping out the hordes. I think that personally, at least on Lethal Zone, that they could crank up the timer a little bit, but like I said, I don't know how this is gonna I think that it might have to do something with standing, and that more plague hearts and more infestations will start spitting stuff out as you increase in standing. Go to Danforth map would be amazing. Okay, that feral should come down here. I'm gonna kill that feral too. So I want to get these meds and this food.
I don't want that screamer getting close.
Ooh, okay. So we're gonna have to take care of all 3 of them screamers, because once I fight this feral, they're gonna start coming at me.
Aim for his head.
Now I don't have a long-range weapon, so these screamers are gonna scream. There's nothing I can do. I could shoot one at a time. Should have got closer. Here we go. So we're gonna have what, about 5 or 6? We can deal with that.
I'm almost out of fire.
Good hit. Good hit. That man grabbed me mid-jump, dude.
Down to the last one.
All right, so we're gonna just shoot these guys.
I think things will be better.
Okay, we got our workshop done. All right, let's back our car up so we can throw some loot in there. Hey, LBA Records with the super chat, man. Thank you so much. All right, so this is another good spot here for Outposts. Now, like Undead Labs said, is your Outposts can be used to intercept infestations. So say this spits out an infestation that wants to come to my base. The thing is it's going to make its way down here, right? But say I have an outpost here. That outpost is more than likely going to intercept that that infestation before it gets to my base. So outpost placement, especially if they bring back outpost traps, is going to be a thing. You know what I mean? So you're going to have to look, okay, the infestations are kind of spawning in these areas. My base is right here. I want to have outpost traps like right here to stop any hordes that might come down this way. You're probably going to want an outpost down this way to stop hordes that are going to come up there. You know what I mean? So like actually having to strategically think where you want to place your outposts, that's just going to be awesome. And it's not only what resources do I need, like you're going to be getting outposts based off of just because where they're located. Let's get the 400 likes. That'd be insane, guys. That's a lot of likes. That is a lot of likes. Matthias, dude, thank you so much for that, man. Even I've become a better player by watching you, so thank you. I go kick some more set ass. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate that, man. That is really nice of you. And I do the same thing. I kind of place my outposts to create big safe zone areas. But I never do it in the thoughts of intercepting hordes, you know what I mean? But now that we actually have to worry about the hordes moving around on the map again, that shit's legit. I would like the infestation hordes to be a little bigger, you know what I mean? Like could you imagine, like, you know, those nice big, like Walking Dead style 30 zombie hordes just moving down the road and you have to intercept it? Like, right now, you know, I feel like they should bump up the size of the traveling horde just to make it harder to intercept. Like, I don't know. That's what I'm going to put into my review, at least right now, is I would like to see them bump up the size of the traveling horde, because right now that's going to be the easiest thing for players to do is just go kill the horde, squish it with your car. You know what I mean? And that's what players are going to do. That's what we did in SOD1. You're just going to go, you're going to turn around, you're going to back into the horde and squish them. But if you add like 20 zombies and a couple and a screamer, you know what I mean? It's going to be harder for players to just squish them. You know what I mean? Granted, they could just do laps. There's nothing you could do. The cars are just ridiculously OP. But that is the one thing I'm going to put in my review is I want to see those traveling hordes be at least 15 to 20 zombies.
All right, I've poked through the place.
Okay, so we got some goodies here. Freak only horde. What's my favorite rifle in game? Man, what the hell was that rifle we were using? I like the Danger Dog PPSH. It's a really good weapon. And I also like, what the hell is that gun we were just using the other day, guys? The MPX competition. That gun is crazy accurate. Well, even the Dark Side mod, our hordes weren't that, like, they were big, but the freak only hordes were, you know, 7 ferals and shit like that, like the murder packs and stuff. Those were pretty intimidating, you know what I mean? Okay, what's my condition of my gun? I've been shooting this thing a little bit. Yeah, so it's already at 48 parts. Yeah, Gleason, this is going to be awesome, man. So what I think I'm going to do for right now is we're going to swap over to the shotgun because
Welcome to the family, son.
Corrupt Snake, man. Dude, with the 5 months. Good evening. Big difference in the update. Yes, so the infestations work completely different. How they spread is completely different. How they initially form is completely different. And right now we got 2 that are probably just going to upgrade. I don't know. We're going to have to see. But right now, nothing else is... Oh, we only got 6 minutes left on that Tremble Trader. Let me hurry up and get over there. Add a freak to the horde. Even if... I feel like even if they throw a feral in there, you know what I mean? Just one feral, it will make it so it's harder to intercept. You know what I mean? Because you can't just walk up to it and just throw them one molly and call it good. I feel like they can make them. They got to make them a little bit of a challenge to intercept. All right, so what are we gonna go over here and sell? Let me while we're waiting, we'll get this breaking down some parts for us. And I really don't have much to sell. I'll sell the sanitization machine because I don't ever use them. I'll sell this boombox. I'm not really gonna use it either. I'm going to scrap all these for parts instead of... And yeah, so that's really all I have to sell. All right, let's go. Put a jug in the horde? Yo, I mean, that would definitely make it harder to intercept, for sure. Okay, so we got 5 minutes pretty much to get over to... Well, Artemis, the only reason why I'm saying they got to make them harder to intercept, and honestly, I just want to see them add more zombies to the traveling horde. The freaks, they don't have to do that, but I would definitely like to see more zombies in the traveling horde because, like I said, that's the main thing we got to worry about is just it being too. Wow, that's actually really far away. I'm not gonna. I thought it was up on around this corner.
If I take out the nearest plague heart, this should clear up.
Police station's got a plague heart in it. It's like, oh, maybe I hit the police station on the way back. Hey, Kerbo, thank you so much for hanging out, man. I do appreciate it. Do I have Daisy? Yeah, I own Daisy. We've played it on stream before. Only once or twice, I believe, but yeah, we played Daisy before. 7 more likes to 400, guys. I appreciate that. I don't know it. She generally just has some Trumbull Valley only weapons. I think she sells like a Scorpion. We got a little bit of influence. This place is temporarily lit up while she's in here. That's nice.
Hello.
I'd like to trade, if you're open to it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so she's got some food, which is nice. But other than that, yeah, she just has the Scorpion, which I'm not gonna... Oh, they... Guys, is that new? The Network N? You guys see that? The Network? Or is that tag always on the gun?
I'm with the network.
I don't remember seeing that network thing on there. It might have always been there, but I don't recall seeing that. I just looted a Scorpion not too long ago. Is that new? Because I know Undead has been talking about having all the Red Talon weapons say Red Talon, having all the network weapons say it was there before. It's also on the GAL. Really? Or the fail? It says the network and has the N. It's just the tag that's new though. I got it. I got it. All right, hold on. Let me see it. Let's grab.
The network. Trumbull Valley. Anything you need?
No, not really. Just give me. I got a test, guys, because I know they were talking about doing it for Red Talon, and I know Red Talon doesn't. It's the exclusive guns you can only find on Trouble. So we're gonna call in a Red Talon trader.
We're looking to trade. Can we arrange a meetup?
Hey, we've been robbed. Stop that thief.
Damn it.
Well, crap.
Well, time for me to move on. If you ever end up over in Trumbull, feel free to stop by.
Can we work a trade?
Sure.
Yeah, that was definitely not there, guys. That RT.
Got Zed hanging around?
That's new.
Let's make a deal.
Sure.
You see the RT? That's new. That has to be new. It's either new or I just really don't pay the fuck attention. Even the no, because I have one of these RTX extermination blades. I just used that the other day, and it did not have that RT symbol. That has to be new. Okay, yeah. Why are you trolling, Birdie? Why are you trolling, man? You're supposed to be setting the example, bro. Yeah, okay, it's not. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Not sure. Well, we just verified. It shows up on everything, or on Red Talon and Network. So yeah, they did go ahead and they added the new symbols for all the Red Talon's guns. They never even mentioned that either. That's completely new. I thought I was tripping because I honestly, like, that's something I would overlook, like, hands down. Well, the other ones were Cleo weapons, and I don't think Cleo has a symbol. Rob T, man, with the membership, dude. Thank you so much. Welcome to the family. But they haven't, yeah, so Cleo didn't have any symbols on the Cleo guns.
Not bad.
Nah, it's good. But Rob, again, man, thank you so much for the membership, man. Welcome to the family, dude. Okay, so the network symbol has always been there. The RT symbol is new. Gotcha. So, my thought so far, the system has definitely taken all the randomness out of Infestation to base sieges, hands down. Real Savage, what's up, dude? It's taken all of the randomness out of Infestations and when they're going to spread and where they're going to spread and all that. You can 100% predict it, know exactly where it is and when it's going to happen. You know exactly when they're going to grow. And when they do grow, you know exactly what they're going to do, whether they're going to spread or send out a horde to infest a new location. It is a little slow in the early game, which is fine. Right now, you know that we're in the early game. I completely understand it being slow. Now, the only thing I'm wondering is if later on in the game, if more than one thing is going to send out a horde. You know what I mean? Like, so we're just going to kind of have to see. We're just going to kind of have to see. Because as of right now, the system is, it's great. It really is. But I could definitely see how it can be really, really easy. Literally all you need to do to prevent you from ever having an infestation is have a car and a little bit of gas. And as soon as an infestation horde pops up, you just drive over there and squish it really quick. And that's it. And you just do that once every 45 minutes. About, you know what I mean? Once every about half a day, you just drive over to a location and squish a horde. At least when the infestations were in the building, you can't just drive up and squish them. You know what I mean? But now that the infestation has to be in a spot where you can just squish it with your car, it's gonna make it. It could make it a lot easier and kind of trivialize the whole entire system. Like I said, the system is really cool in theory, but I think right now it's very, very exploitable. Very, very exploitable. especially because of how powerful cars are in State of Decay. Oh yeah, so Scott, you definitely would have had at least one siege right now, but the thing is you just don't have sieges until one of these infestations decides to spit out a horde, or a plague heart decides to spit out a horde to go to your base. And right now, none of that has happened. So yeah, so we're gonna call it here, guys. I'm gonna go. I gotta get prepped up for our next stream. We're gonna be we're gonna have to go ahead and drop this one down. I'm going to be playing some Witcher tonight, some of the Witcher 3. So if you guys want to come and hang out and watch that, we're going to be doing that after this. It's really cool to get in here and jump in here and see this. We're going to do this again once we get a couple plague hearts killed and see how much get our standing spiked up a bit and see if it gets any different. But as of right now, I think it's a really cool system. I really do. So you guys get in there, test it. Let me know in the comments below if it got harder for you as you progressed in the game, got your standing up, whether, more things were spitting out hordes. But like I said, I feel right now it could be taking advantage of this system quite a bit. At 420, guys, thank you so much. I do appreciate that. All right, guys. So you guys all have a great night. Again, if you haven't smashed that like button, hit it on your way out. It really, really does help out. If you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next one. All right. Peace.